We live in an age where pleasure is just one click away. But at what cost? Behind every pixel of adult content lies a silent rewiring of the mind, reshaping desire, killing motivation, and numbing real connection. This is the psychology of porn. We live in an age where pleasure is just one click away. But behind that screen, something far more powerful is happening. Every tap, every image, every fantasy. It's not just entertainment, it's conditioning. Porn doesn't show reality. It creates an illusion of it. Your brain can't tell the difference between what's real and what's digital. Each time you watch, dopamine floods your system, a surge so intense it rivals cocaine. Your mind learns. Click equals pleasure. No effort, no intimacy, just reward. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the catch. The brain adapts. It builds tolerance. What once excited you now feels normal. So you chase more, darker, faster, stranger, just to feel that same spark again. This is how the illusion deepens. Your brain starts to believe that pixels are pleasure, that desire means consumption, not connection, that love is about performance, not presence. The result? Real moments lose their meaning. A touch doesn't feel enough. A kiss doesn't release the same chemicals. And the mind, once capable of deep emotion, now craves stimulation over sincerity. This is not weakness, it's neurochemistry. The same reward circuits meant to drive human connection are being hijacked by synthetic pleasure. Porn gives you the feeling of control, but silently, it becomes the one controlling you. Every time you watch porn, your brain takes notes. It studies what excites you, what shocks you, what makes your heart race. And then it rewires itself to crave that pattern. What used to be natural desire slowly turns into a programmed response. Each click sends a surge of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, the same one that fuels addiction. Over time, your mind stops responding to real connection because the screen has taught it to expect instant gratification. This is the trap. The more you indulge, the weaker your reward system becomes. The brain's natural receptors dull out, and soon, normal experiences feel empty. A hug, a smile, even love. They can't compete with the artificial intensity of pixels and fantasy. And here's the haunting part. Your desires begin to change. What once felt innocent now seems boring. The mind demands novelty, pushing you toward more extreme content, darker fantasies, things you never thought you'd seek. You're not the same person anymore. Your brain has been rewired. People think addiction is about weakness, but it's not. It's about neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change itself. And every view, every scene, is like a tiny line of code reprogramming who you are. The scariest part? Even when you stop watching, your mind still remembers the patterns. It triggers cravings during stress, loneliness, or boredom. moments when you're most vulnerable. Because your brain no longer wants pleasure, it wants escape. And that's the truth about the rewiring of desire. You don't just lose control of your habits. You slowly lose control of yourself. At first, it feels like control. You tell yourself you can stop anytime, that it's just a habit, a way to relax. But deep down, your brain has already been hacked. You start noticing the little things. Motivation fades. Focus slips. Tasks that once excited you now feel pointless. Because your brain, constantly fed with high-intensity stimulation, no longer finds reward in real life. When everything is easy, nothing feels worth fighting for. Why chase goals, love, or purpose when pleasure comes in seconds, on demand, with no rejection? That's how the trap tightens, quietly, invisibly. You begin comparing real people to impossible fantasies. The body, the behavior, the reaction, none of it matches what you've been programmed to expect. And so, intimacy becomes awkward. Connection feels empty. You start avoiding eye contact, avoiding closeness, not because you don't want it, but because you no longer feel it. The irony? You were seeking pleasure, but ended up losing the ability to feel it. Your mind craves stimulation, but your soul starves for meaning. And then comes shame, the guilt after, the silence, the moment where pleasure turns to pain. You promise yourself, never again. But the cycle pulls you back, stronger than before. Because your brain has linked escape with satisfaction. This is not just a habit, it's a war inside your mind. A conflict between your desires and your values. Between who you are and who you're becoming. The cost of this illusion isn't just wasted time. It's the quiet death of passion, confidence, and presence. Healing doesn't start with perfection. It starts with awareness. The moment you realize you've been trapped is the moment you start to break free. Your brain is plastic. It can change. Every day without porn is one step toward rewiring it back to balance. At first, the cravings scream. The emptiness feels endless. But that pain? It's withdrawal. Your mind learning to live without artificial pleasure. Replace stimulation with strength. Move your body. Learn. Create. Feed your brain with dopamine from progress, not pixels. Slowly, your focus returns, your energy rises, and your desire transforms. From lust to drive, from fantasy to purpose. This isn't about denial. It's about freedom. Freedom to feel again. Freedom to love again. Freedom to be yourself again. Because the mind that once chased pleasure can become the mind that creates it.